Best rapper out in the tree. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost, get the usher. No, I can't touch it. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing sorta, falling out through the rubber. Remember this shit.
Fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall like.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. First down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Operating from the gun, Stafford.
They've got good playmakers on the...
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Lions.
On 2nd and 9. Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete to
Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Prater to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Touchdown, Detroit! Kerryon Johnson, 79 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Nice play, man.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Watch that in, tight end right.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 17-0 our score after one.
With the score, Lions 17, Jaguars nothing.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun is Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
For another Jacksonville.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. He gets this one to Johnson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. 11 yards there, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He was brought down at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Minshew sets to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
26 Mike. Watch the pass. 26 Mike. 26. Hey, Wahoo. 26 Mike. Watch.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. Now Minshew. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Jaguars 8. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Danny Amendola on the return. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Stafford here. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Let's keep moving. Play 56, play 56. Go team, spell. You got nothing. Get.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got his man in stride, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hit it. 26 months, pilot, 64, we own now. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, Charlie, ship.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
26 months. I know he ain't got it. 26
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 of the 34. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
X3, 218, chop.
Singletary here running out of the gun. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there, and just to clarify, it is not 4th down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joe Schobert, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After the sack, they come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable here from the 38.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
A really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field, and now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And forthcoming here, 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again. Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Detroit. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
There's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, look at me. Zipper. 26, Mike. 25.
Here's Minshew. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He finds Smith out of the backfield. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. And Minshew will throw for it. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
No good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Leon Johnson, the Lion ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 7 yards to go.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
3 and out. 4th down.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford gets it quickly to Galladay. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devin Singletary with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jags are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
29. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Stafford on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 9. 1st down, Detroit.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Lions.
Over the middle, and It's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, but it's going to be second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Stay 50. 44. Mike, 44. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle. 4 yards.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Miller. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
at the 29-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
26.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he will not get the first, but since they bizarrely went for it on 3rd down, it'll now set up a 4th down situation. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not a good return at all.
You feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now a first throw here in overtime. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. And excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part one is done, now part two. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And now did he step out of the end zone? He did. Oh, it's a safety, and the game is over.
Result of the play.
A partner, great game that we got.